page 152. No, 151. In the Chayenu, page 151. This is the daily Parsha insight for Wednesday, Parshas Miketz. We're in the middle of the story of Yosef. Yosef this time has risen to power, and because of his predictions of the dreams of 7 years of plenty had come to pass, and he was busy stockpiling grain, and then that ends, and then the 7 years of famine begin. And the Torah tells us that all the Egyptians came to Pharaoh complaining, we have no food. And we said in the Rashi that it had first gone to Yosef. Yosef demanded, okay, I'll give you food. They had grain, but it rotted. So they came to Yosef to get food. Yosef said that you guys be circumcised. They didn't want to get circumcised. They go to Pharaoh. Pharaoh says, well, why don't you have food? You should have stockpiled. We had food, but it rotted. He says, oh, Yosef is a powerful power guy. He's a powerful God. If he decreed that your grain should rot, then he can decree we'll die, and therefore you have to listen and get circumcised in order to get grain from the Federal Reserve that he's demanding. Okay, why did Yosef demand circumcision for the Egyptians? Here's the backstory. Egyptian society was steeped in the pursuit of self-serving carnal pleasure, which is reduced by circumcision. We know from before in the Torah, back to Avram, Egyptians were very, very lewd. They were very into immorality, right? They kidnapped Sarah. They wanted to, they would take women. It was a very big, it was a very loose society, right? We know that already.
Immoral.
Very immoral society, particularly in, what's the word, licentiousness? Yeah. Thus, Yosef wanted to have them circumcised to subdue their obsession with carnal sexual indulgence.
Wow.
Pharaoh himself instructed them to go along with Yosef's condition. Meaning, Pharaoh himself, the living symbol of Egyptian nationalism, of immorality, he was willing to say, look, we got to listen to be a little bit refined, just to be circumcised. So that answers Alan's question. Why
was Pharaoh circumcised then?
I guess. Maybe he didn't eat the food. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the point is that Pharaoh himself agreed that the people of Egypt should be circumcised to subdue their carnal obsession.
It's a midrash. It's not in the Torah. You're inferring it.
Yeah, it's inferred from Torah Shabbal Peh and inference and word usage. We go through this all the time. But the simple answer is it's not made up. It's based on a lot of...
it was made up. I'm just saying
Okay. But, okay.
I'm surprised. Because...
Wait. Let me finish, then we'll talk. We follow Yosef's example by remaining spiritually uncontaminated by a materialistic environment, even refining it. So we have to be, again, Yosef is the prototype Jew in exile. We are in exile. Why? To change the world. We have to also make sure we are not affected by the world. We have to retain our spirituality and moral values.
Okay.
At the same time, we have a responsibility to help refine the greater society, as Yosef did in that way. We don't have to circumcise everybody. But the point is we are responsible to refine everybody with good ideas, Judaism's life-changing ideas.
Okay.
By strengthening our own commitment to Judaism, we influence our fellow Jews to strengthen theirs. Moreover, we influence the broader community of non-Jews to keep the Torah's laws that apply to them, the 7 Noahide laws. Thus, we will ultimately transform the entire world into God's home. And that ends...
Wow.